Welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host today, Lipstickpaddy, and today we're looking at Chronicles of Crime, the Millennium series. And ooh, this I am excited for big time. Let's go to the intro.
You don't come to Paris for the food, no? How about the coffee? Did you come for the tower? Oh, you must have come for the culture, no? Why did you come to Paris then?
I came to Paris because of the crime. The crime here is overbearing the city, and I'm the only detective that can solve the crime. Now, this game is based on 3 different settings. They're all based in Paris. One in 1400, one in 1900, and then in 2400. Basically 500 years difference between each of them, but all set in the one city, Paris. Now, I've been to Paris twice. It is a beautiful, beautiful city, and my wife has an affinity with Paris, so she's gonna love this game, but shh, don't tell her, because if I back this game, I want to keep it a secret for a present for her. Anyway, because she likes Chronicles of Crime. We do have the original here. Anyway, so let's go to the Kickstarter page right after this. The next social stretch goal on KiS 102.4 is the 250 subscriber. Subscribe today and unlock new music that will change the music in all the videos in the future. You could be part of the evolution. Okay, this is the Kickstarter page. As you can see, doing very well. The pledges are rising in this game. Yeah, look at this, 7,500 backers going. It won't surprise me if it goes over 10,000. Now, there is some controversy already on this game, which I have to bring up right at the beginning. There are original backers that are saying the reason they backed the game is that it was like a universal system that loads of stories could come out where you could reuse those cards. Well, there is some extra stories that have gone with them, and there's 10 unofficial ones on the BGG website. Do you want more content based in the same city? Well, we're getting 3 boxes based on one same city, but at least these are at different time eras. For me, I have the original Chronicles of Crime. I think I have enough content based around them. I'm not really curious about stretching that experience out further. This is a beautiful, fresh, and reboot of the system with some interesting things. As we look down the page, there's another question as well: is why should I back this game? Because you keep saying it's going to come at retail. Yes, well, I'll explain reasons why I'm backing this project. Now, you can see here right off the bat, the art is sublime. It's stunning. And this Chronicles of Crime 2400 is coming into vogue as we are starting to see a lot of futuristic things coming this year with cyberpunk. So it is going to push this sci-fi into popularity, I'd say, going into the year. This is a good year away, though. There is that. Now, you can see here, if you go for all 3, you do get a nice discount. It's $11, the discount. So this is one reason. Plus, you're getting this at a very low price at $30 anyway. I expect retail might go higher. Plus, they are planning on bringing an add-on for a big box that holds all the 3 of these and the potential expansion exclusive Kickstarter. That is another reason why you want to be here, because there is going to be a 4th box exclusive to Kickstarter. You may be able to pick it up on Lucky Duck's official site, but there we go. Now each of these are standalone, and they each have a different twist how each of they're playing out, and really, are you only going to pick one of these? Let's just look at these pledges. 400 plus got a single one. 150 got 2. Yet the majority of people went for the 3. I don't know why they just didn't box this up as a 3. Anyway, it seems a bit strange that they are just doing this anyway. Why didn't they just do a big box originally and just sell the 3 in the big box? It obviously has the appeal, 6,000 plus backers, and only 500, a little bit over, going for 1 or 2 of these boxes. Anyhow. Yeah, it does have the 3D scenes as we saw in the first one. It also mixes up some other things as we go to each one. We'll talk about them. Certainly story driven. I'm a huge fan of this scan and play technology that Lucky Duck have. Destiny's Time of Legend is a fantastic game from Lucky Duck that is being kickstarted last year. It's up for pre-order. I will put the link up above. We did a love letter to a video on it on Sunday. So if you like this technology, please check out that Kickstarter. It is up for late pledge from Lucky Duck, and that looks to be a lot more innovative than Chronicles of Crime. But here we're just getting not just more of the same, that what we love. We are getting some innovations here also. Anyway, but yeah, Time of Legends, Destinies also pushing scan and play. It's almost as if I'm collecting these, but they all appeal to me big time. So basically, you're at a location, the Rue de la Porte Montmartre. Oh man, Montmartre. If you just turn around here, there's a beautiful stairways going up to a giant cathedral. It's like you're taking a photo of the most beautiful part of Paris by turning the camera the wrong way. Anyway, so you're at this location, you meet this guy here, you ask him about the boxes by scanning it in, you ask him about signs and symbols, you're asking him about this item, and you're potentially then asking him about this woman. Or you speak to this woman and you ask this woman about him. So you're basically scanning these cards. I mean, I think if you're watching this video, you know how it works. And there is a plethora of playthroughs down below. Now these 3D goggles, we do have them from the first game. In my play groups, there was only me that wanted to put them on and use it. Everybody else just couldn't be bothered with it, really. I don't know if that's because it was a bit too fiddly for them. They just didn't really go for it. They just wanted the camera to look around. It was just as good for them. So yeah, if I knew that ahead of time, would I still get these? Well, yeah, for me. I mean, I like to use them, and this game is very good solo. And if you're playing it solo, then it is good to have these, and it does come with an exclusive crime from Chronicles of Crime original. So yeah, if you have the original and you've not got the goggles, then yeah, I'd recommend them for me. But again, my playgroup, they didn't use them. Just saying, not everyone in your playgroup might be comfortable wearing those glasses. I love these 3D interiors. This old one here, I can't wait to go through the 500 years plus, because what this interior is going to look like. And it'd be great if you visit the same location to see kind of how it changes. Potentially the square at, you know, different places around the city. I'd like to see how the squares develop in the vision of the artist. Yeah, they look very cool. Bring your own story to life with our community editor. A little bit of a debate going on about this. when I come down the page, I'll explain this further. You can see these are 6 stories that have been huge hit with people. Community editor, these stories are already up there. You can buy these. Do you want to craft your own 15th century murder mystery? Do you want to craft something in the 2400 setting? Well, some people have said this may be a problem. We'll get to that in just a moment. So introducing game 1. What you're seeing here is retail. We are not locking anything that will be added to this box. Everything that is exclusive will be going in its own box. Excuse me. Am I drinking something? Yeah. Gassy. Okay, there you go. The bottle. Now, this is what people are complaining about. These vision cards. They are saying, how can we design a story when you need a physical component? Well, are they not seeing... They're not seeing two things here. People are complaining about this. This could easily be a picture on a phone, couldn't it? So if Lucky Duck want to do an expansion to 1400, they can do. They just put this on a phone, not a vision card. And potentially you can whip this up in Photoshop if you're really so interested. But these cards are a physical part for people at the table to talk about, which is analog, instead of looking at the digital phone. This is bringing you back around to the digital, away from the digital to the table. So this is a good thing. And again, in the original game, when you were designing your own story, were you doing a 3D room? That's almost mission impossible to create a 3D room for a mission, for a crime that I want to do. This, the vision card, is a great bridge where I could easily whip one of these up. No problemo. But hey. So anyway, these cards, again, better for doing your home brew crime scenarios, because you just need to put pictures like this, you know, on a phone or print them out, doesn't matter. You don't need this sexy border that's going on here. You can do a bit of cosplay, a little bit of photos. Is it going to be so difficult? Come on. All right. Home location. So you're a detective and you've got these experts. A monk, he's good for written materials. Written materials. Are people back in 1400? Did they have writing abilities? Normal people. You know, you needed one of these quills for one. Man, I'm just glossing over this. Oh, beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Merchant, expert on items. You know, is it antiques? Would it be antiques in 1400? Maybe. And a spy. It looks like he's dressed up as a merchant. Also, he's an expert on people. I mean, is there a police force? Are you a detective? I mean, what are you in 1400? What is your job? Is there a policeman there? I mean, what's going on? There's so much lore about the detective in 1400 before we've even got to the crime. Oh, it's so exciting. I want to go in this world. And your new companion, check this guy out. When I was a young boy, we used to have a whippet in our family called Brogan. And yeah, this is supposed to be a greyhound, but a whippet and a greyhound, not much between them. So, you know. Yeah, so you can say to your dog, can you sniff this? Does this smell like the thing from the other crime? Give your dog the smell of the person. You know, you might have found a scarf at the crime scene. Give it to the dog to smell. Can you pick that smell up in another location to follow the track of somebody? That'd be cool. This is a cool mechanic going on with the dog. Love it. It's interesting they picked a greyhound. I wouldn't have picked that as a French dog back in 1400, but hey, was the French bulldog. What's in the box? 30 characters. Don't sleeve these. They keep saying don't sleeve these. In the video on Sunday, I did mention, is there no sleeves with a little hole for the QR code? Could you not just use a pair of scissors to cut out of your sleeve? So you protect all the card, but the QR code is open. Can you do a home brew, cut the corner out, sleeve? Can you do that? Now, the original game, they didn't give you enough space in the box deliberately to sleeve the cards. So if people are willing to home brew and use a pair of scissors to cut the corner out, but still protect the rest of the card, if that's a thing, then please, devs, leave room in the box for sleeved cards. All right. More evidence cards. This is kind of a bit of a thing where, you know, you had things like this. You had a flammable object, but you can see here it looks differently. The cards are all themed in with the box. It's got its own font. It looks like it's been done on a bit of paper, and it's calligraphied as if it's been written by a pen. So it's all within the theme, is why you can't use things from the original box. Only 7 locations, but double-sided. So is it 14 locations? I don't know. See the Notre Dame here. I'd love to see the Notre Dame in 2400. What that square looks like. Look, well, you know, potentially it would have definitely been rebuilt by then. Potentially it's going to fall down. 50-50, says the architect in Paris. 20 of these vision cards, so lots to do, and a good evidence board closed shut. Let's have a look at it. New mechanics are coming in now for this 1400. There, like I did say, there's a plethora of playthroughs down below. The stuff we don't know is the other boxes. We don't know. We've not had a playthrough of these. But you can see here we're turning into the 20th century here, and Montmartre here with Moulin Rouge here, the red windmill. Very, very cool. And yeah, you can see how the art looks so much different, and oh man, the art team really have done an amazing job, haven't they? Just beautiful. It's going to go down there as one of the greatest art. In fact, the Lucky Duck art team on the whole print and scan range they're doing, it's like they are putting their AAA team on the print and scan games, because this is their blue ribbon. You know, this is the thing that really puts them up there as a great company. Flagship, that's what I'm trying to look for. These are the flagship games from Lucky Duck. Oh, please bring it to Steam. I have a webcam that I don't use on the radio. We are radio. But please, come on, bring it to the PC. I hate this having to use a phone, but hey. Because I don't have a phone, I've got to use my wife's phone. I feel like I'm repeating myself from Sunday's video. Sorry. 2 print and plays in the same week. Yeah, 1900, you're going to have puzzles in this one. So you had those vision cards in 1400, and it's puzzles in this one. So you are going to have to write your own puzzles and riddles if you're going to do a story in this one. And if you know, potentially BGG will help you out, people writing their own puzzles and things that can help you. I wouldn't be too concerned about expanding this out through extra scenarios. So yeah, you can see again, changing font, changing card art, all looks beautiful. The characters all looking great. Instead of the, you know, the other cards, I can't remember what they're called, vision cards, you got no puzzle cards. So that's the difference. Oh, I love the top hats from the beginning of the century. And my wife's going to love all this French stuff. Totally. So your home location here. What are you doing here? Are you a journalist? What is your job in this 1900? Because it doesn't look like you're working for the police, does it? Again, the fascinating lore about why you're doing it, who you're working for. That is great. Alright, 2400. You can see this bird. That is, it doesn't, you know, this is going to be part of her character. What's she holding in her hand? It looks like she's carrying some bit of perfume. I love the fact that the Lucky Duck emblem here has changed into blue. You see that attention to detail? That's a bit of love from the artist. Art completely changed. Totally looks fantastic. Look at these characters with cybernetics, tattoos. All looks good. Got more lore here for this one. Technology has taken a giant leap forward. Man, if you did year to 2010, 2020, you could say that. From 1900. Yeah, the big difference is androids. Androids, indistinguishable from humans, walk the streets, and cybernetic implants have slowly become the norm. Yeah, so it's Blade Runner in Paris, is what we're getting. She has an app on her wrist here. It's a bit like Star Citizen, have the Moby Glass. This is a nod towards what the future is going to be. It's going to broadcast up, and this screen that she's looking at, she could potentially touch it, or if she's cybernetically enhanced, she could just think to change the app that she's looking at. But yeah, suspect target. Look, she's getting it beamed in like a bounty hunter. Again, what's your job? You're a highly trained cyber agent, is who your job is. Here's the bird, your pet, called Cyber Raven. Pretty cool, isn't it? Remember in Blade Runner, animals were not allowed in the cities. I don't remember what the law was from. But obviously cheaper and more predictable to get a raven pet like this cybernetic pet. Look at this though on this scenario. Look, you can actually scan her eye. Are you asking her in the scene to amplify her eye to look at something? X-ray through a cabinet maybe before you break it open? Why are you scanning this part on her shoulder? What's this on her wrist that you can scan to do? Is that a hacking device? Oh, it's so good, so good. Not to mention you've got your pet. What's your pet doing? You can analyze evidence and search the web to find information on subjects. I can't believe they're still using the word web in 2400. Alright, so yeah, it looks super cool. This one I'm very, very excited about. They're all exciting in their own way. This is the one that I'm truly gunning for. I don't know if my wife's going to be into this, but she'll certainly be into the old one. She likes a history. The Belcourt district. See, the tower's still there. It looks like it has something on the top of it, and you can see a shield above the city here in this Belcourt district. This is where the rich live, inside the shield, and outside, you might say outside the centre of Paris, where the poor are pushed out to. It kind of does make sense in the lore that they would put a massive dome over the centre of Paris. It is a perfect circle where you've got the safe zone, the culture zone, the entertainment zone, where all the hotels are, all the tourists, inside that circle. This is what the dome is over. Massive dome though. If you consider the Eiffel Tower was the tallest building in the world at 1900, this dome is huge, and you can see flying car here. All good. Look at this, your home location. Mega screen setup here. And a really cool chair. Is she plugging herself in? Literally plugging herself in? I don't know. Looks cool. No team. There's no team here, is there, that you can ask? Implant cards. So can you buy stuff? Can you get these for your character? I don't know what this is. That'd be cool. It gets a bit more role-playing, doesn't it, if you can go to a shop and buy stuff. And I wonder if time is going to be a factor in this. I hope to get rid of the time aspect, where you can actually do stuff to upgrade your character with different implants and stuff, and go back to scenes and stuff like that. It looks like there's 6 spaces anyway. I don't know why they don't push these out a little bit, because if you've got 4 cards that you're covering up her face, which is great, just push it along to the edge. You've got all this wasted space over here. I won't mind, just push it over here. Keep this main hero image in the board, please. Alright. Evidence board. Again, closed. What's the board gonna look like? Keeping it secret. 4 scenarios to solve. Is that a bit weak? 90 minutes to solve. 6 hours in the box. 18 hours in the retail. 3 boxes. Well, let's go to the stretch goals. Chronicles of Time. You're going to have to Kickstart it to get your hands on this beast. Some people have been critical at the stretch goal strategy, because the early stretch goals here are putting an extra content in the 1400 only. Interesting, we're getting musical background. Love that. And dog meeple, if that floats your boat. And so yeah, extra content all in this first lot, gonna go in this box. Now in between the box specialists, we're actually getting a, excuse me, I guess this is going to be what the retail is going to also be. There'll be a plastic insert. It doesn't say Kickstarter exclusive. The Lucky Duck, this Lucky Duck exclusive badge is not on this, so expect this in retail, what you're seeing here. The bit of pill. So we now go to 1900. Look at this guy with the eye patch. Oh, he's a criminal. Is he a criminal? Background music, great. I'd love it if this music changed as you went through the different boards, as you changed location. More puzzles. I mean, you've got to come to the Kickstarter just to get the exclusive, right? I think this has been unlocked, this 545. I think when we're at the top, it just got broke. So this is, we're definitely going to be pushing down to the dream that never ends down here. Coming soon. Thicker cards, 350 mil or grams. I hate this GSM, just 350. This is going to be included all boxes, probably retail as well, no problemo. And we're getting our next scenario here. Now, I don't know what this is going to go up to. If this point got us to 500k, is this going to push us to 750k? What comes after 750k? That's the big interesting thing. I would have preferred daily unlocks and put money stretch goals under stuff that wasn't content based, like music, money. The meeple could have been money, and obviously the cards. Now let's completely go down past all these reviews. So here we go. Single game. Why are you pledging for just one box? If you're a backer and you're only going for 1 or 2 boxes, please explain to me in the comments of the video why. Why are you doing it? Why are you pledging for just 2? I don't understand. 60. So it's, you know, I don't know. This one obviously is the one I recommend. You get everything in it, cheaper. And the box here, Chronicles of Crime, is going to feed into the 3 boxes pending stretch goals and all that stuff. Game add-ons. This is definitely going to update. We are going to see in here, not here yet, the big box. They've said it's going to come as a add-on because they want to keep the price lower, the lowest they can for the other backers. So we don't know how much that's going to cost, but I think most people are going to get it, especially if it's like a beautiful big box Kickstarter exclusive UV spotting on it. I don't know what they could pimp it out, really sell it something. There we go. Lucky Duck, great with the partners, shipping partners. They have over 6 shipping partners around the world. And, you know, maximum shipping price 47. It's not bad, you know. Mexico at 35 to 39 here. Yeah, a little bit steep, you know, especially with the USMCA. But this is definitely a estimate. When you go into the pledge manager, all this is likely to change. Hopefully get better for you if you think it's fairly pricey. We saw this with Destiny Time of Legends. Here's all the team, the artists, the writers, and yeah, we're at the end here. I just want to go back up to the top and explain something for all those people that think it's too digital. Well, when it's all said and done and you've got all the evidence in front of you on the table, they're not showing you the board what that's going to look like, but you've got all the evidence in you and you just got all these cards in front of you. There is a time when all the players at the table start discussing who it is, why they did it, where they did it, murder weapon. Everyone's discussing it, and it can sometimes be a 20-30 minute process of everybody talking like a jury. I don't think reviewers actually talk about this, but there can be a huge argument at the end about who's done what, because you all have to dock in to say what the crime is, who's done it, and all this jazz. And if it's not clear, you're all scratching your heads going, who have we not talked to, what have we not looked at, oh, do we need to go back here? It's like you feel like you're you're really a detective at this point, where you're kind of head against the wall, like, oh, what we missed. So it does have that great reaction of a detective at the end, which is really good. And you know, that gets overlooked in all the reviews, but check it out. Totally loved by mostly everybody. yeah, and I do love it myself on my shelf, and totally good solo play, great with multiple people, and obviously want more. And trust me, in a couple of years' time, if there's another Chronicles of Crime set in different parts of the world, I'm totally up for that too. This is great things to collect, absolutely phenomenal series, and yeah, no complaints so far. So, Lucky Duck, get on that big box. I want to see what it's like. Ooh, so exciting. What are those stretch goals going to be like once you've unlocked the extra scenario for 2400? Ooh, you know, that's only going to push you to 750,000. If it nears 1 million, what's the 1 million going to be? Ooh. So, yeah, there's lots of cool things happening here. If you're going to keep up to date on the game, though, my Saturday show this week on, we will look at all the games on the channel every Saturday until until the campaign ends. We will discuss all of what's been happening. We'll discuss events in the comments, events in the updates, and events where the stretch goals are, and all that good stuff that makes the show on Saturday so entertaining. Well, if you stay to the end of the video, you rock. Thank you so much. This is Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm Lipstickpaddy. You take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.